Hello again, friends in the ATA, martial artists from around the world. Chief Master Bill Babin here with another episode in the series Training Tips of a Chief Master. Today is episode 4 and we're going to talk about the role of resistance training. So this is my workout area, my living room. Remember, tip number 1 was be prepared to be lonely. All of my workouts almost always occur by myself. I structure them completely and there's nobody here coaching me. Remember, tip number 2 was build your championship team. And tip number 3 was the remarkable chart. We looked at that in some detail in the last episode, and I'm going to show you the exact exercises that are in the chart today. Resistance training is really, really important. When I first started Taekwondo in '76, I didn't do any resistance training. And I've actually only had a gym membership 1 or 2 times in my entire life. But resistance training is critical because it builds muscle mass and endurance, which can help to increase your metabolism, and it also helps to build bone density and stave off the effects of osteoporosis. So you need to work resistance training into your regimen in some way. And remember, resistance training is just simply when you are putting some kind of resistance into a motion. So if you do a push-up, basically you have gravity resisting you. If you want to make it even more difficult, you put on a weight vest, and that's adding more resistance. So you could use machines, or you could use free weights. You can use exercise bands, and you can simply use your own body weight as a form of resistance. So let's get started. I want to show you how I have actually integrated some resistance training into Taekwondo exercises. It's particularly helpful when it comes to kicking. Let's start with very simple squat. I'm going to use resistance bands for almost everything and free weights for just one exercise. So it's, very simple. You just stand on it, right? I happen to reach down like this and you can get as heavy a band as you want. You can also carry free weights if you don't like to use the rubber band. I also do a special series of exercises for my shoulder because I had one shoulder surgery and then I was about to have another one and went into physical therapy, and by doing these exercises I actually avoided surgery. So basically it's an abduction-adduction exercise. Like that, and then going the other way, and then I have to turn around and I do the same motion. And those simple exercises are really, really great for helping keep your shoulders healthy. In Taekwondo, we do all kinds of stuff that stresses the shoulders. Now let's take a look at some kicking. I'm really excited about this because I've been doing it for a long, long time. So I take the resistance band and just make a loop and then wrap it around my foot. Now you need to have something to hold on to here. You can do it lying down, and that's fine. It might be a good place to start. But the real fun occurs when you're standing up and you also got gravity pulling your leg down and you're trying to keep your eyes looking at the target. So there's a lot happening. I bend and bring it up and over, lock it in place, and side kick. And again, the idea is to do them pretty slow, not very fast. And this is an amazing exercise because when we kick fast, we put a lot of stress on the hips and the knees. So if the only way you practice side kicks, is like this, and you do that all the time, that's going to probably cause some problems with your hips and your knees. So do your kicks on targets is especially good, and also do resistance training for your kicks. Let's take a look at the front kick. Again, in this situation, I'm using, what are these? Each 10, so it's 20 pounds of extra weight. And I don't remember where along the line this came up, but it came up about 25 years ago, I know that. I started doing lunges. And then I discovered, well, gee, you know, it might be kind of fun if we just add a front kick to that. So step, lunge, kick, double step back. Lunge, and kick, double step back. Now, I get kind of into a rhythm, so it looks a little bit more like this. So I call that the lunge front kick with resistance. Now there's just one more I want to show you. Now I have to confess that this next exercise came into my routine simply because I like to water ski. And when I water ski, my back leg here takes a lot of work and it exhausts. I was finding myself that I couldn't keep going, I couldn't do it. I got too tired. So I started doing what's called a single leg squat. In other words, I'm only going to squat on one leg. Like that. Now, it happens to work really, really good to build up your leg if you're slalom skiing, but it's also really good because in Taekwondo, we're always doing stuff like this, where we're standing on one leg. So that happens a lot in all the forms. So whatever you can do to build up, focus on the leg that you're standing on. Do both right leg and left leg. So just to wrap it up, resistance training is incredibly important because it builds muscle strength and endurance, and that can help to elevate your metabolism and help burn calories. And then it also helps to build bone density. And I gotta tell you, I'm 68 now, been doing Taekwondo since 1976, and it's good for you if you train properly and safely. And this kind of resistance training can really, really help you out, especially, as I said, with making your kicking safe, so you're not hyperextending your joints. Get your chart set up, make up your own exercises, take a look at mine, it's posted in the blog there. Make it up for 3 months and then change it for the next 3 months. You'll be excited about how you feel when your sheet is completed and you have more days working out than days not working out. It's all about motivation because you're probably going to be training by yourself. And this is a way to reward yourself for all the work that you're putting in. So, that's the end of episode 4, the role of resistance training. Next episode is going to be used video, and we'll see you again soon. Bill Babin, Chief Master. See you next time.